What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745. And of course, Chapter 11 has finally been released. Now, I've been recording quite a bit, and I definitely wanted to do a first look and overview. But I did just want to say in this intro that I've been working on multiple videos, so they're going to be coming soon. Now, beginning our first look, it is Chapter 11, Chapter 12 is still locked. So no, that one isn't out yet. But we're going to try to look into some of these missions and see if we can see the weapons or items you can win. Now, in our actual first look, I'll just cut that part out. I was seeing these items, and then I realized pretty quickly, wait a second, we build the weapons this time. So yes, you're going to get these drop items, and then you'll have to go to the research tab. It sounded like a great idea, but I have to say the drops have been extremely hard to come by. I haven't even gotten close to getting a single one. So without that being improved, I don't really see the point of this. But the weapons do look very interesting. The first, the ISO-infused Mighty Mace, has diffused defense. It makes you immune to meteor swarm and ground attacks. Now that's pretty sick. Take that and all. It also deals extra damage to those deemed worthy. Causes ruin. So removes and blocks all divine buffs. And it has near fatal. So yeah, these are actually some anti-worthy weapons, and it's about time, really. So moving on. Next we have the ISO-infused Mighty Skull. It has Virtuous, immune to sin. It also has Mighty Means, has a chance to cause Apprehension, Bane, Dark Void, Doom, Falter, Sin, and Shadowgraft. Plus it causes them to be unable to use ranged abilities for 1 round. And that's not all, it grants your agent Third Charm. If HP's over 25%, it can't be reduced below 25%. So yeah, we finally see that buff again. And it used to be very annoying. Then the ISO-infused Mighty Trident is going to grant Magic Warding. It has Mighty Means, and causes Flustered, Perplexed, and Banished. Unable to use buff, debuff, or summon abilities. We know a few people that would work very well against. Not just Black Knight, but Phaser and so on. Damon as well. Or I should say Angerer, that's really gonna hurt him. Then the Mighty Hammer. It grants immunity to pain. Has Mighty Means, causes exhaustion, and buff blocker. I'm pretty sure we're gonna find some uses for these weapons. At least a few of them, no doubt. Then we have the Mighty Sword. It has Adamantium, Mighty Means, and causes pain. So pretty straightforward weapon there. Next up, I like this one, it's going to be the Mighty Dagger. So it has Mighty Means, grants immunity to runes. Finally something against Kurth. It also causes biofeedback and disoriented. So this one's a pretty sweet weapon. Next we have the Mighty Staff. It grants Aqua Lung, immune to drowning and waterlogged. Has Mighty Means, is a quick action this time, and causes weak point and generalized. So not bad at all, especially since it's a quick action. And finally we have Mighty Axe. Grants Resolute, immune to opportunity effects. It also has Mighty Means, causes incapacitation and immobilized. So pretty decent weapon there as well. Now the next thing we're going to do is of course take a look at both of the worthy. We'll see exactly what they have, how they look, and how they're going to perform. But I do want to say something I found out later in one of the missions. There's mention made, possibly of the Mighty, so maybe next season will be coming, and it'll make the Mighty as their focus. Maybe Chapter 12 will have something though, who knows. Because I don't know if they want this storyline to go on for another full season, that's the only thing. But there's definitely kind of a nod to the Mighty. Anyways, Greithoth comes in both Scrapper and Blaster, and he has Breaker of Wills, chance to preemptively counter with Cower and Agony. Also halves damage from non-hallowed attacks. This is absolutely incredible. Cower and Agony as a preemptive counter. And who uses hallowed attacks? Not many. So this guy is looking sick off the first passive alone. But he also has Eye of the Serpent, preemptively counter enemy attacks with Sin, and 50% chance to survive being KO'd from an attack. Just incredible. And of course he's immune to burning, chilled, poison, radiation, and fear. He's going to be incredible in game, no doubt, and I actually do think he looks pretty decent. Though I did get worried that maybe his EISO was showing up. But no, I don't think that's affecting this costume. So moving on to his abilities. First, we're going to take a look at his level 1. And that's going to be the Chains of Greithoth. It's a melee fire shadow attack. It has a chance to cause Apprehension, Bane, Dark Void, Doom, Falter, Sin, and Shadowgraft. Plus Malignant Poison. This is awesome. It prevents healing and has a chance to spread to nearby targets. Also, of course, we're going to put Sin on the opponents. Well, our single target opponent. Then for our level 2, it's Are You Worthy? Deadly crits, guaranteed hit, ignore defense. Consumes all stacks of Sin to deal extra damage. And it deals extra damage to those not deemed worthy. It's also a psychic attack. For his level 6, it's Feel the Burn. Causes melt armor and weak point, but Soulfire, Pyrophoric, and Intimidated to all enemies. This is a sick attack. Remember, Soulfire removes beneficial statuses. Pyrophoric is really nasty. And Intimidated, you have to love that. Finally, we have Willbreaker, an AoE quick action that reduces your enemy's damage done on their next attack. And it has Spirit of Greithoth. Gains Greithoth's glory equal to the number of Sin effects on all enemies. That increases attack and defense. So all in all, he's going to be a fantastic alternate costume. Just a tough worthy. So on to Black Knight, Mokk, Breaker of Faith. He's a tactician and a bruiser. He starts with Blood Oath, chance to perform a follow-up attack when an ally attacks a bleeding target. Chance to counter when a bleeding enemy attacks an ally. Then Breaker of Faith, grants magic warding. Chance to parry and absorb an attack, then perform a counterattack. And of course he's worthy, so he has a bunch of immunities as well. He's without a doubt going to be really nasty, especially on a bleed team, and he actually will make a bleed team, as we're going to find out. So as for his level 1, it's the Hammer of Mokk. It ignores defense, causes pain, so increases damage taken by 15%, and stacks 5 times. Then it also causes internal bleeding, which you have to love. Definitely a solid level 1. Following that though, we have Desecration. This is something very interesting. It's an AoE ranged guaranteed hit that has a new debuff. Removes and prevents res effects while active. Prevents most healing. And removes a large amount of current health when removed by duration or removal effects. Now this actually scares me. I'm thinking it's going to be a lot. Definitely a nasty debuff. As for his level 6, Hammer and Shield, it's actually a multi-function. So the first function is going to be Shield Bash. It's a hemorrhaging attack, and it grants treacherous tactics to all allies. Melee attacks apply internal bleeding. Incredible. They also gain hemorrhaging attack. And everyone takes reduced damage from all attacks. Talk about an incredible team buff. Treacherous tactics is that. That's going to be the best function, I'm sure, but the worthy Warhammer does have deadly crits, ethereal strike, exploits bleeds, and ignore defense. Plus it causes damnation, so desecrated triggers immediately. This should be basically a knockout move. So definitely is going to come in handy. And as for his level 9, well, it's actually still going to be a summon attack. So it's called Nightmare, an AoE summon that causes Cower, Intimidated, Cornered, and Soulfire to all enemies. And remember the cooperative AISO. So yeah, this is going to be pretty sweet, and I can't wait to see what it looks like. I wonder if the animations changed. Anyways though, that is going to be it for our first look and overview of Chapter 11. But I'm going to have a heroic battle next. So that'll be Mission 1 first. And then yes, Cammy and Drax are very annoying. I'll have that up very soon as well. As soon as I can. But we're going to cover all the heroics, the worthy, and a lot more. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that button. please like and comment. And until next time, good luck and take care.